We're joined by New Mexico State assistant coach Tamara Inouye and student athletes Denasia Williamson and Sasha Weber. Coach, can you just start out with an opening statement?
Yeah, I mean, I thought today was a great game for us. I thought the first half we absolutely showed our youth in the way we play. We were really nervous out there, and I thought the second half, Denasia Williamson came out, was a great leader today, and really got him going. And we knew it wasn't going to be a sprint. We told him it was going to be a marathon in the last 20 minutes of that second half. So it was a great job and a great effort by our kids. Texas Pan American is a great team, and we knew we had a battle today.
Questions?
Coach, looking over your box score, first half, you guys seemed to kind of struggle against that UTPA defense, but coming in the second half, I think it's safe to say that you guys found your rhythm offensively. What did you say at halftime to kind of spark the girls? At
halftime, like I said, I thought we just showed our youth, and we really pulled the trigger pretty early in our offenses. We were shooting the ball pretty fast. Second half, we made some adjustments and kind of ran Mariah to her strength of baseline attacking, and I put my best shooter over there with Sasha in the corner, and I thought we could get a lot of two-game working with Denasia and Mariah on one side to really draw them in, and then we can really kick it over to the open side, and credit to Sasha stepping up, hitting those big shots.
Once Weber got kind of on a roll there, about the 9-minute mark, you guys went to a press on the defense. What moved you guys to move to that press so late in the second half?
It was now or never, and I thought, we were going to kind of see what we did the first 4 minutes. We told, as an assistant, all of us, we talked about first 4 minutes, see how we kind of come out, when we're going to press. We were going to press, but as you can see, our roster is not very deep, so we got to manage our legs here and let them know when they can press. So the 9-minute mark was probably the best time for us to get on that run.
Before Denasia Williamson, Denasia, you were the heart and soul of this team for that entire first half. I think without you, the team had about 7 points in the first half. So going into the second half, what was your kind of motivation as a team leader to get the rest of the team on track?
Basically, just being here last year, I knew what it take to push my team and get them to elevate to the next level. Like Coach said, we were pretty nervous, and with all the young ones that we have on our team, they were pretty nervous, but I instilled confidence in them and told them that they got to come out and put shots up, and I can't do it by myself. And Sasha and Mariah, they stepped up and helped me a little bit, so that's pretty much it.
So 37 points for the entire game. So looking at that overall, did you feel like you had a feel for the offense for most of the half, or did the shots just come to you?
I just felt like I had to keep my team in it. We struggled in the first half, and no one really wanted to shoot that much because their shots weren't falling, and I'm pretty much confident in scoring, so that I just pretty much did what I'm used to doing.
And Ms. Weber, looking at your stats in the second half, you found a really hot spot there in 9 minutes. I think you had 3 threes in a row, and then several really nice defensive stops coming back. Did you get hot for just a second, or was that kind of a feeling of what we can see for you for this tournament?
That was definitely how I usually play. The first half I was not shooting, not really looking for my shot, and I know personally when I don't really want to shoot it, it's probably not going to go in. So in the second half I was asking for the ball. I wanted it. I was more aggressive, so that's why it started falling.
Looking at your next game against Idaho, what do you look for your team to do, Coach, for Idaho?
I mean, Idaho is a very solid team, all conference. I thought when we got them at home, we got up and then we just kind of fell apart a little bit. The one thing about Idaho, what they're so good at, is they're consistent for 40 minutes. No big stars, no big go-to players. Any night anyone can step up. So it's hard to defend that and compete with that. For us, our athleticism and our ability 1 through 4 to shoot, I think, is going to be a big key for us. Defensively, it's always a question in mind on what we're going to do defensively. But offensively, I think we have the shooting power behind it. But Idaho, we cannot make mistakes. We have to follow scout and be perfect for them. And I think these kids, that's who they asked for in the tournament. They want to play Idaho again. It's not like they're shying away from them. So we'll be ready for them.
Any other questions?
Sasha, in the second half, were they guarding you differently, or was it just that you just got into it more?
I think they were so focused on D and the strong side that they pretty much completely forgot I was in the corner. They were all stucking in to the key. So yeah, D did a really good job penetrating and kicking it to me, and Mo too. They got me open. So I didn't really change anything, but their defense just kind of was focused on stopping D, so opened up more options.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, will you put a call into Coach Track tonight to put together a scouting report for Idaho, or just
Absolutely.
move on without?
We've already kind of gone over our game plans before we left. We spent some time together talking through our opponents and what we'll be seeing. So we called him before the game. I know Jay Sanderson called him as doing the radio. So he's very much in tune and very much with us. You know, with the tragedy in the family, it's something that our kids and the coaching staff has one more reason to play harder and one more reason to fight harder. So he will definitely be the first phone call that I will be making when I finish here, and we'll be sitting down as a staff talking about it.
Coach, you talked on the radio show about playing for Coach Track today and his family. Can you three ladies share about that, what that meant to you guys today?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for me, as a staff and with Erica speaking to the other staff, it's really emotional for a lot of us because he's such a good mentor and a good boss. He leads us in every way he can, and we knew this was coming. It is bound to come soon. For us, the kids, Sasha's, if you see Sasha's headband, it says right on track, and we write that, and then we wore the these purple ribbons for his mom for Alzheimer's. Mia was a big supporter of Mark and part of the family, and she would come if she could to the games, and she's had a very bad disease of Alzheimer's, and but whenever we talk basketball, there's a smile on her face, and she loves these girls. She thinks they're her daughters, and for us to go and do this for him is the most rewarding thing that he can ever ask for from us as a staff and from players. Our biggest thing is we want him to coach us in the postseason, and that's a big deal for us, and that gives us every motivation for us to continue to fight on.
For me, I think that when you lose your head coach and you don't have him around to coach a game that might be your last game, that's one of the biggest things that can affect the team. And I feel like us as a team, we love Coach Track, and we respect everything that he does, and he's always there for us. So I feel like this was a game that we must win. We all talked about it before the game, in the locker room, when we were in our hotels. It's a game that we had to win. And at halftime, when we were down, I told the girls, I was like, we don't want to go home. Coach Track doesn't want to see us go home. So that was one of the biggest things that motivated us to win this game. And knowing that Coach Track was here with us in spirit, we pulled it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It felt like we were missing a teammate pretty much, so he's a big part of our team. He always lifts us up. I could see him at halftime telling us we're all right, we got it, and picking us up, and I know he would have been fired up when we took that lead. It's a tough thing. Our hearts are a little heavy, but we just want to be able to let him coach us in the postseason.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.